Hi there, and welcome to my video on finding the slope-intercept form of a linear function if you are given the slope and the y-intercept. So this is good practice before we start getting different types of information and then having to plug it into slope-intercept form. This one is probably the most direct because once they give you the slope and the y-intercept, you just plug it into the equation. So our first step is to write the y equals mx plus b, which is the slope-intercept form. And there are two different ways that this could be given to you. Actually, there's the graph or in words, and I have both up there in green for you. So if you're given the graph, there's a little bit more work to be done. But if you're given the words, they say, hey, here's the slope, it's 2, and the y-intercept, that's 4. You just substitute it right into the equation. If you're given the graph, well, you'll have to find the m and the b with a little bit more work. So b is right there. The b is, again, the y-intercept. If you watch our two previous videos, you'll know that the y-intercept, where your graph crosses the y-axis, is labeled b. And then the next thing we'll have to do is find the m, which is our slope. So what you need to do is find 2 points on that line and find your, what we say, your rise over run. How high up do you have to go, and how much over do you have to go to find and that second point and land on that second point. Or you may have to go down and then to the right, depending on the slope, if it's positive or negative. So you either have to go up or down, but you always go to the right to land on that final point. So in this case, we're ready for step 2 to substitute what we found. In our equation, we have y already, we have equals already, and since the slope they give us is 2, we substitute 2 in for m. Then we have our x. Remember, x and y are our variables. They'll change within the equation or the graph. There are an infinite number of x and y's that will work with the parameters that are given. So our parameters are going to be 2 for slope and then 4 for the b, or y-intercept. So our equation will be y equals 2x plus 4. So our parameters are 2 and 4, and x and y will leave as x and y because, again, there's an infinite number of coordinates that will work with x and y. Okay, so now we've got our equation, y equals 2x plus 4, and that's what we're looking for. We're finding the slope-intercept form given the slope and the y-intercept. So that's the example. Now you try, or we'll both try. Let's take a look at this graph and look at those words. Sometimes you'll get just the words, sometimes you'll just get the graph. Depending on the situation, you'll have to know what to do. So I'm giving you both the graph and the words, and you just have to be ready when you're being assessed to take whatever is given to you and put it into slope-intercept form. Here I cover 3 dots that are actual points on the graph. And you can find your slope by using either of those, how you say, triangles. They should be the same slope. They should reduce down or be exactly the same slope. Now if you notice, if you go from left to right, you'll have to go down and then right, so that means it's negative slope. Right? There's our m, the 2 triangles, and the b, there's only one b. When it's a linear function, there will only be one b that will cross, that will represent where the line crosses the y-axis. Sorry. So step 1, y equals mx plus b. Step 2, let's start to substitute. Our y and our x are infinite, so we'll leave them there as y and x. Our m, so let's begin with the b. Y-intercept is negative 1, and our m is negative 2 over 3. And that's our equation. Alright, now you try. So pause the video, give this last one a shot. It's a little bit different, but something that we have to get used to. So you can press pause now, and I'll wait. Okay, welcome back. Now that you've tried that, let's see how our work compares. So this one, we have a horizontal line, and our slope is 0. So that matches up. When your slope is 0, kind of creates like a little z. So that's our 0 slope. So step 1, y equals mx plus b. Step 2, let's substitute. Instead of m, it's 0, so 0 times anything is 0, so we cross that out. Our y-intercept will be 1, so we plug in 1 for b. So our equation is just y equals 1. And if you notice, you look up there, as you cross the 1 on the y-axis, we have our horizontal line. So it doesn't go up, which would indicate positive slope, and it doesn't go down, which would indicate negative slope. So here are 3 different types of examples where graphs and words are given to you, and you must find the equation. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Bye.